What's up everyone, I'm Dan and thanks to PR Hound for the review code for 4PGP on the Nintendo Switch systems. I'll be looking at the Switch 2 edition. There is something incredibly satisfying about an arcade racing game that understands exactly what it wants to be. 4PGP looks back to the golden age of arcade racing, delivering fast, accessible and exciting races that capture the spirit of classic Sega arcade machines while adding enough modern features to make it feel at home on today's consoles. From the moment you start playing, 4PGP feels like a love letter to the racing games of the 90s. It has that classic Sega arcade racing vibe, bringing to mind the excitement of sitting in the arcade cabinet, grabbing the wheel and trying to shave seconds off your best lap time. The game wastes no time getting players onto the track. A quick tutorial introduces the basics, explaining everything you need to know before jumping into a race. The controls are simple and easy to understand: accelerate with A, brake with B and activate your boost with L. This simplicity is one of 4PGP's biggest strengths because it allows anyone to pick up and play without needing to learn complicated mechanics. However, while the controls are simple, there is still plenty of depth hidden beneath the surface. The driving model feels surprisingly satisfying, with cars having a good sense of weight and momentum. The game captures the feeling of controlling a fast Formula racing machine without becoming overly difficult or frustrating. It finds a great balance between accessibility and challenge, making it enjoyable for newcomers while still giving experienced players something to master. A major part of the racing comes from managing your boost. Your turbo meter gives you an extra burst of speed, but you cannot simply use it whenever you want. Once depleted, you need to enter the pit stop to repair your tyres and refill your boost meter. The pit stop itself features a quick counter minigame where timing your input correctly can make the process almost instant. It's a small addition, but it gives races another layer of strategy and encourages players to think about when and where they use their boost. The races themselves are fast, chaotic and full of excitement. Cars fly around corners, opponents battle for position, and every mistake can cost you valuable time. The AI provides a satisfying challenge, especially as you increase the difficulty through the 4 available settings: Rookie, Novice, Veteran and Expert. The game never feels unfair though. It avoids being too easy and avoids becoming frustratingly difficult, creating a racing experience that rewards practice and improvement. 4PGP includes a championship mode, quick race and time attack. There are 19 different cars inspired by real Formula racing machines and 14 unique circuits from around the world, all of which can be raced in reverse. The variety of tracks gives players plenty of reasons to keep returning, especially when chasing faster lap times. One of the strongest parts of 4PGP is how accessible it is. Racing games can sometimes be intimidating for players who are not used to precise driving mechanics, but 4PGP includes options such as assist steering and gyroscopic controls to make things easier. It is a game designed for everyone, whether you are a racing expert or someone looking for a fun pick up and play experience. The Nintendo Switch versions also take advantage of the console's unique features. Local split screen multiplayer supports up to 4 players, bringing back the classic couch multiplayer experience that many arcades were built around. On Nintendo Switch 2, players can also take advantage of game share locally and through game chat, making it even easier to jump into races with friends and family. Visually, 4PGP embraces its arcade roots with bright, colourful visuals and a slightly cartoony style. Rather than chasing realism, the game focuses on creating a vibrant world that matches its fast-paced gameplay. The simplified textures and bold colours give it a charming appearance while still feeling clean and modern. The game also runs at 60 frames per second across TV, handheld and tabletop modes, keeping the racing smooth and responsive. That said, 4PGP is not without a few minor issues. The camera shake can occasionally feel excessive, especially during intense moments, and unfortunately, there is no real option to completely turn it off. The lack of control rebinding is also disappointing, as many modern racing fans prefer acceleration and braking to be mapped to shoulder buttons rather than face buttons. There is also no online racing mode, which may disappoint players hoping for competitive multiplayer. However, the inclusion of 4-player, split screen and game share options make it clear that the focus is on bringing people together in the same room, recreating that social arcade experience. Ultimately, 4PGP succeeds because it understands what makes arcade racing so enjoyable. It is quick to learn, satisfying to master, and constantly encourages you to jump back in for just one more race. It combines the best elements of classic Sega races with modern accessibility features, creating a game that works for both long-time racing fans and complete newcomers. 4PGP may not reinvent the racing genre, but it does not need to. It delivers a focused, polished, and incredibly fun arcade racing experience that captures the magic of a bygone era. Whether you're chasing record lap times, competing with friends, or simply looking for a fun racing game to pick up for a few minutes, 4PGP is a fantastic reminder that sometimes simple ideas are still the most enjoyable. 4PGP is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $22.49 for the Switch 2 version and $17.99 for the Switch 1 in the UK, with a $4.49 upgrade pack, and $24.99 for the Switch 2 version and $19.99 for the Switch 1 in the US with a $4.99 upgrade pack. Big thanks once again to PR Hound. Thanks to you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review, and until next time.